How is everyone doing? I'm out here at Haynes Point in the sun. It's a beautiful day. Um, Today, I want to talk about beauty. Beauty. I want to talk about the the lengths that we go to achieve beauty, and how there's so much more to beauty than what you see. Far more to beauty than what you see. We sometimes lose ourselves in the act of trying to please others, trying to make others happy. We sometimes, you know, lose ourselves trying to make ourselves happy. See, I notice more so for women, we go to great lengths to try or to beautify ourselves. Sometimes we overdo it. Sometimes we overdo it. We have to, this world is so much on outward appearances. People don't, we work so much on the outward, we forget about the inward, the beauty that's inside of us. The beauty that, you know, in all actuality, is the most important. Now, it's nice to look good. Everyone wants to look good. But you can't forget about the core of yourself and only work on outward appearances. And sometimes, I tell you, sometimes we go overboard. Like seriously. Like this what is it, plastic surgery and stuff, people be having. You put yourself in dangerous situations to try to look good. Um, Getting a fake breast, the fake butt, tummy tucking, and we all want it instantly. We don't want to work for it. We don't want to do it the right way, the healthy way, because at the end of all of that, your body starts changing as you get older. I don't think people think about how that stuff is going to sit with you in your older age. You know, how it's going to change having silicone inside your breast. I don't think people really look at the risk factors and all of that. All they see is the immediate results. All they see is the pros for right now. Never once looking at the cons and how this thing can backfire on you quick. There's been a lot of people who have, had bad surgeries. Some have died. Some have died. All for beauty. All for beauty. We have to start first appreciating what God gave us. the body God gave us. Is that not beautiful enough? You know, is that not beautiful enough? And I'm a firm believer that if your mind is right, you know, you no longer start looking at yourself as the ugly duckling because of little flaws that you may have. You no longer start looking at yourself like that. If your soul is right, if your spirit is right, you know, if the core of you is right, those things don't matter. They will not only not matter to you, but they won't matter to other people as well. You know, because people will see you for who you are, and they'll accept you for who you are. Your flaws won't deter them because they know you as a person. They know your heart. So we have to start appreciating what God has given us and stop altering our bodies. You know. And some women do it just to please and pull men. The most, I'm trying to find a kind word. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know. That's how you want to get a man. That's crazy. We have a hard enough time, you know, without all of that. Now, we want to be vain. We want to use our physical to attract. Now, it's wonderful, you know, everybody is attracted to a beautiful man or woman. I'm attracted to a beautiful man. You know, I see beautiful women, not all, you know, all tucked and stuffed. Just regular, beautiful, natural women. You know, who obviously are happy with themselves in their natural state. Not all made up, not all, you know, everything hanging out every which way. You know, we need to start being happy with ourselves and appreciating the beauty that we were born with. That's important. We need to do that. We need to start looking deeper and really redefining what beauty is. How we see it and how we in turn project it to other people. You don't want someone looking at you as, you know, basically a sex object. You don't want that. You want people to see your beauty first from the inside out. You know. I make it a point to cover myself because I know all the negative attention that comes with, you know, being assy and not classy. A guy that I was dealing with a long time ago, truth be told, he kind of beat it into me, you know, that I'm going to be the way he wants me to be, not the way I want to be. And not, you know, I was young. You know, when you young, you got your little Daisy Dukes and all of that and, you know, stuff. You don't think nothing about it because back in those days, you know, it was fine to wear that. Now this is like, it's way too much. You're getting attention from all the wrong people. But he wasn't having that. He wasn't having that. So I always had to be, you know, dressed in little skirts and, you know, suits and covered and, you know, not showing too much and real conservative. At a young age, I was what, 18? 18. So anything that I did was outside of, what he wanted me to do and how he expected me to be. And he was a little older than me. He was like 24. Uh, it was a problem. It was a problem. And I remember one time working at this store, Merry-Go-Round at Landover Mall when it was there. And, I used my employee discount and bought some clothes. And at that time, the fashion was changing a little bit around that time. So I bought this little skirt. It was real cute with the little tassels and stuff hanging from it. And I bought a leotard. Well, the leotard was low cut. And, you can see kind of some of my cleavage. As little as it may be, you can see it. So I knew that I couldn't wear that shirt around him. So what I did was, when I was going to work, I put on a neck shirt with my little skirt that I had, my little sandals. And he was like, that's a really cute skirt, but that's the shirt you gonna wear with it? Because it was like a t-shirt. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get me a shirt when I get to work. Now, he wasn't happy, needless to say, about the shirt when he came to pick me up early. And he's standing outside of my job with me working with this shirt on. And every time I bent down, and I know that every time I bent down that you could see my little tatas, but I try to, hold it, so it won't be so obvious, because the cups of the shirt was just made a little too big for me. It was a small shirt, but it wasn't small enough. Long story short, yeah, I could see it all in his face, the disgust, so I knew I was in for something that night. And that's why I say he beat it into me, because, he was very abusive when I wasn't doing what he said do. Very abusive. And he used to always tell me, the point of that, he used to always tell me I like my woman classy, not assy. And he was dead ass serious when he said it. Everything that I did, I had to do in class. At 18 years old now, mind you. I had to sit a certain way. I had to speak a certain way. And he kind of taught me not to be in a man's business. And this other dude, we not ain't going to talk about him. That a man's business is a man's business, and a woman has no place in it. Yeah. So with all of that being said, we attract the wrong attention when we dress certain kinds of way. You can still be beautiful and hold yourself in high regard, cover yourself, Beauty is not your breasts popping out your shirt. Beauty is not your behind hanging out your pants. You know what I'm saying? The top of your butt all hanging out your pants. That's not beauty. I'm being nice, so I ain't even gonna say what it is. Okay? Classy, not assy. But that's what we consider beauty now. Oh, she beautiful. She bad. Because she got an ass and some titties. She bad. But her mind fucked up. Sorry. But it's the truth. Her mind corrupt. She ain't got nothing on her mind. Ain't going nowhere. Ain't doing nothing. Men running her down. And that's not beauty. Beauty is a combination of things. It's not just one thing. It's a combination of things that make you beautiful. And in my opinion, if your mind not right, you're not beautiful. If you're mean and nasty, you're not beautiful. The little things you do just make you ugly. And I would much rather be beautiful inside than on the outside. Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror, because I got my little flaws with me. And years of men abusing me kind of had me looking at myself differently. Um, and I felt ugly, you know. And sometimes I still look at myself and I just be like I don't really like the face that's looking back at me. But then I got to remind myself, there's nothing wrong with you. And what you're allowing now is you're allowing that psychological abuse to dictate how you view yourself. Now, all the things, and I reflect on these things, all the things that I do in life, you know, that's what make me beautiful. This heart of mine, this soul of mine, that compassion that runs so deep for people, that's what makes me beautiful. Now, I don't care if I never saw my face again. I know that inside of me I'm beautiful. And that's all that matters. And that's what keeps me going every day. And that's what keeps me in love with myself every day. You know, we all have flaws that we wish we could change. Some of them are easy to change. Some of them not so much. Some of them going to cause you some difficulties in the long run. But you know, I'd rather change things that most definitely have to be changed. You know. And the most definitely have to be changed is the core of who you are. That's the most definite. That's something that you can't compromise. You're going to have to fix that immediately. Immediately. So, I want us to start changing the way that we look at beauty. You know, the way a person treats you. Like I had this dude back in the day, and he wasn't, you know, I'm just going to say he wasn't my type. When I think about it now, he wasn't a bad looking guy. He was just really, really dark. Like really dark. And I don't know, I just wasn't into dark dudes. I mean, I never dated one, so how can I say what I'm into? I never dated one. But he liked me a lot. He really liked me. Anything I needed, he would do. I didn't even ask for stuff. He would just come through and just bring me stuff. Always bringing me stuff. Always doing stuff for me. A great guy. And everybody used to laugh at him, you know, when he come through. And call him ugly. And I think that played a part in why I never took him serious. But he was a wonderful guy. Wonderful. Because of what they said, you know. And so mentally, maybe I started thinking, looking back now, that, you know, following suit, oh, he ugly. But what mattered the most was his personality. What mattered the most was how he treated me. He was beautiful. He was a beautiful guy. His heart, his soul, everything about him was beautiful. But because people were so quick to judge those outward appearances, call you ugly, you know, they cheat you a little bit. And then when you hear it too many times, you start looking at yourself like, maybe I am ugly. You know, because I used to tell a dude tell me that all the time. You ugly. You ain't shit. You ain't this. You ain't that. Ain't no dude gonna ever, I'm telling you. Ain't no dude gonna ever want you. You washed up. You nothing. Da-da-da-da-da. I mean, just used to run it down how worthless I was. And I started believing that I was worthless. I lie to you now. I started looking at myself and feeling differently about myself. And that's probably, like I said, why I look at myself sometimes in the mirror and I just be like, not too fond of me sometimes. But when that thought comes in, because of my spiritual, it's always replaced with the real. That you far more than this. This ain't shit. You know, that's nothing compared to what lies beneath the skin. And so that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me. That's what keeps me loving me. Because a lot of what I possess, very few people possess it. Rare. Priceless. That's beauty. And that's what I remind myself of every day. I don't have to go around changing little stuff that I don't like about myself. That was the case. I would have been got a breast implant. I would have been got some butt. I would have been did all of those things. I don't really too much like these glasses. Got some laser eye surgery. I ain't doing all of that for what? For what? It is what it is. I wear glasses. My breast's small and so is my butt. I'm skinny. I ain't got too many hips or waist or whatever. So what? Whatever. I like it. And that's all that matters. This is the way God created me. If he wanted me to be different, he would have created me different. But this is what he gave me. For 45 years, I always been small. It ain't going to change. So why fix it? It ain't broken. It ain't broken. I done had many men. Most of them bad, but I can get one. That's the point. I can get a man. Right now, I just choose not to have one because I'm not settling. So that's the difference between then and now. I still have some fans, but no thank you. I want to wait. I want to wait because I want to know that the next man that I'm with is for me. And I want to know for sure that I'm 100% for him. Because when you done been through so much emotionally with men and physically, you kind of be looking like it's like you waiting for something to happen. And that's what I don't want to bring into my relationship. I don't want him to be punished for the sins of other men. So therefore, it's a whole cleansing that I have to do with myself, which is this is part of it, to rid myself of those demons that come and try to make me believe he ain't no different from so and so. They are good men out here. You just had a bad bunch, bad batch, bad few. A few bad men. That's what it is. But we have to start looking deeper within ourselves. And we have to start redefining how we view this word beauty. Because you could be with somebody, attitude suck, just disgusting. And she beautiful. Oh, okay. That's your definition. Yeah, it's one of the cons of being down here. They on it, making sure don't nothing kick off. I ain't mad at them. But let's start redefining how we view beauty. Let's start beautifying ourselves from the inside. And let me tell you some things that you can start doing. Let's stop talking about people. Why don't we always got something negative to say about somebody? Oh, did you see her shoes? You see her skirt? You see this? You see that? Why? Leave that woman alone. Why? Why are you hating on her? Because that's all I see. When I hear people doing it, all I think about is hate, hate, hate. What's going on so wrong in your life that you just got to keep on picking other people apart? Oh, God. Sorry. I saw a huge bug. I'm not a bug fan. Okay. I'm down off the anxiety. Yeah, what's going on? Always got something negative to say. Always in the mix of something, stirring something up. I can't stand a fake person, smile in your face and then talk behind your back. And there's a lot of them like that. A lot of them. Oh, she said X, Y, Z. Why you stirring up the shit pot? Why? Why? Let that lay. That's none of your concern. You know what I'm saying? Just always in something. Always in something. You know? Don't never about nothing positive. When you want to engage them in something positive, oh no, they decline every time. You know. Because they want to be about the negative. But let me engage you in something negative. You down. You with it. You for it. You know what I mean? I don't get that. We got to stop. And I'm not just singling out women. Men too. Men alike. You know. That's not cute. That's not cute. Get the core of you in check. If more of us had more self-love and beauty within self, we wouldn't be doing these things that we do. You know? You hate yourself, so that's why you out here killing other people. Because you fucking miserable. You can't stand you. Well, okay. I'm sorry. I was about to read between the lines. If you hate you, don't kill somebody else. Get rid of the problem. If that's what it is. You know, these innocent people. Don't take your frustrations out on them. Fix who you are inside. Figure out what's going on with you and why you're so angry and why you hold so much hate and animosity and hurt. Figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Figure that out. Don't never want to do nothing nice for somebody. I ain't doing that for her. She don't do nothing for me. And that's why don't nobody do nothing for you. Because your attitude suck. What kind of attitude is that? Because don't nobody do nothing for you. You ain't doing nothing for nobody. Come on now. Come on, people. We got to start fixing the core of who we are. We want to go and run to the plastic surgeon, you know. And I ain't saying nothing. All right, that's fine. You want fake eyelashes and all that stuff. Cool. Knock yourself out. You want to make it up. Beat your face. That's what they call it. Beat your face. Hey, do you. But what I'm saying is, some of y'all be going overboard. And it goes beyond beauty. So you might want to do everything in moderation. I'm just saying. Everything in moderation. Everything. Stop having men look at you for sex all the time because every time they see your picture, you got your breast hanging out your damn shirt. You can't get a man without your breast. You not getting a man. You know what's getting a man? Your breast. That's what he in it for. He in it for skin. And if that's what you call beautiful, I don't know what to tell you, honey. I don't know what to tell you. You might want to reevaluate, redefine, you know, reinvent, re everything, because you heading down the wrong path. You know, and I don't be trying to come for people, but the point. Sorry, that's my phone. The point is prayer time. The point is we putting too much emphasis on the wrong things. And we have to stop that. We have to stop that ASAP. We cannot continue to do that. Because we're not bettering ourselves. And we keep raising generations, you know, that think that's what life is about. We keep raising generations that think that's what life is about. And it's not. It's not. And that's why it's so much negativity going on out here. We got to start with ourselves. Start cleansing inside. Start working on the inside. Projecting that inward beauty. It's these things going around about women with confidence. Women with confidence. Yeah, the most women with confidence are the women that ain't doing all that extra stuff. That don't need to be putting on, you know, them high skirts, little shorts, low dresses, you know. Ain't all made up and this and that. Stay happy with themselves. And they the ones out here winning. I'm telling you some good shit. Them women that's happy with themselves, they the ones out here winning. Now you gonna see some women that, I saw this lady the other day and I looked at her man like, you's a fucking idiot. Because she got on these little ass shorts up and giant that you can see through, you know. And just walking about, and then you her man. And you cool with this. Now I can tell that was your man because the little kid that was with him looked just like both of them. You cool with that. That's cute. You got a bad bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Cause that's how they look at it. You know. All y'all idiots. Let's be real. That's not cute. Why you want another man fiending and lusting off of your woman? And why you want your woman walking around here like that? That's for you. That's not for the whole world. For you. Come on, y'all. Let's wake up. And I done had talked about a lot of things in this beauty thing. Probably got off topic a little bit, but whatever. It happens sometimes. Can't always stay on focus, on track with some things. But you know where I'm going with it. Work inside on that beauty. Project it outward. I challenge y'all to start wearing some decent clothes out here and see how men look at you. You're going to attract a whole different type of man. Get your mind right. Learn how to talk, how to hold a decent conversation. I guarantee you're going to attract a whole different kind of man you're probably not even ready for. Alright. I ain't going to keep this too long. I love y'all. Let's start looking at beauty from the inside out. Let's start changing our inside. Let's be happy with what God gave us. Figure out how we can make this inside better. Because it's not what you put on. It's the person that's wearing it. Okay? Somebody told me you could put anything on and make it look good. Thank you. That's because of my personality. That's because of what's in my heart. Alright? Doesn't matter what I wear. But I know I'm going to be classy and not assy when I do it. Beauty. What does it mean to you? MJK.